I'm afraid I have another requisition form that requires your attention, sir. Our shipboard rations have fallen somewhat below the levels outlined in Code 18, and the Quartermaster Core restocking estimate is currently 9 weeks. As an alternative, I'd like to supplement our food stores with products from public sources. Real food, as Jorgan would say, but commanding officer approval is required.
Can't hurt to mix up the menu a bit. Make it happen.
I'll have us back to standard stock levels in no time. Thank you for your time, sir.
Good news, sir. Balker finally decoded the first set of coordinates.
Data points to an Imperial excavation site on Tatooine. Looks like my former XO Torv is being held there.
Let's load up and get them out of there.
Ready when you are, sir.
Success, sir. Lord Kavos has foolishly given away his position.
To all who excel in the arts of death, be it known that Lord Kavos, Master of Combat, seeks a lieutenant to serve him. I seek a worthy right hand to carry out my commands across the galaxy, and profit immensely. Those who think themselves suited should present themselves at the coordinates included in this message. Come prepared.
Who did Kavos send this message to?
The message was broadcast freely in many underworld channels, and delivered personally to a number of high-profile bounty hunters. The coordinates are on Tatooine, sir. I recommend we move quickly, before Kavos can find a suitable lieutenant and move on. For the Republic! Target neutralized, sir. Lord Kavos will threaten the innocent people of the galaxy no longer. As expected, his overconfidence made his defeat all but certain. I simply took my place among the scum, hoping to gain his favor, then struck at the first opportunity.
Was it a big crowd?
Counting myself, there were 15 applicants for that Sith fool's opportunity. Lord Kavos decided that a fight to the death would determine his champion, every man for himself. Once the fighting began, I closed in. I started by grabbing a Nikto thug who was making liberal use of a flamethrower. With pinpoint accuracy, I hurled him toward Kavos, whose robes were instantly ignited.
I imagine that kept Kavos' attention pretty well.
It did, sir. Although Kavos was thoroughly distracted, I remained cautious and did not engage him directly. Instead, I targeted a nearby Mandalorian using a jetpack. As soon as his velocity and flight vector were pointed correctly, I opened fire with my cannons, sending him barreling into Kavos and the Nikto. The explosion did the rest.
Sounds like you carried out your mission with exceptional skill.
Thank you very much, sir. This was a critical victory. Our comrades are sure to take heart when they hear that a monster like Kavos has been laid low. I'll begin searching for a new target at once.
This is just too good. I get slick equipment, a nice ride, and a ready supply of every explosive there ever was. I think this will do, boss.
I try to run a good outfit.
I'm sure you do. Trust me. You keep me happy, I'll keep you happy. Now let's go put some of this fancy equipment to use. All right, boss. Time to talk some business. Bunch of credits just came through from a weapons deal I had going on Balmora. Another weapons deal I had going back on Balmora. This is your cut.
How many schemes do you have going, Vic?
They're not schemes. They're opportunities. And not just for me. You're the new boss. You get a cut no matter what. Let me tell you, boss, this is not where I figured I'd end up when I enlisted. Growing up on Nar Shaddaa, you only joined the army for the free ticket out of there.
You enlisted so you could leave Nar Shaddaa?
You better believe it. Before the army, I ran with whatever gang had the loosest boss and the most spare detonite. Had a long list of enemies. Even street trash take it bad when you blow up their buddies.
Joining the army is an interesting escape plan.
Worked like a charm. I'm alive, and most of those scumbags aren't. Joining up turned out to be the best idea I ever had. A lot more fun than running with those scrubs back on the streets, most of the time.
Sounds like everything worked out for you.
It's why I've got this sunny disposition. Hey, enough reminiscing. Let's go trash something, huh? Hey, come here. This is going to be hilarious. Remember the credits I brought in from that old weapons sale? Those were from my second buyer. The first guy I lined up wasn't offering as much as I liked, so I bailed on him. Cheap jerk is all worked up that I sold him to someone else. He's trying to put a scare in me.
Wouldn't it be easier to just ignore the guy?
Easier? Sure. But this is more fun. Guy's name is Red Hand Magarin. He runs a few guns. Thinks he's a real tough guy. Hey there, Red.
My guns, Vic. Where are they?
Well, I was having a chat with my new boss, the commander of Havoc Squad, and we decided to go with another buyer.
If that's the commander of Havoc Squad, I'm the king of Alderaan. I want those guns, Vic.
Sometimes, you don't get what you want.
Oh, he never even got to threaten us. I was waiting to see if he'd go with torture or the old kill your family routine.
I can't believe he thought we'd be scared of him.
No joke. I'm glad we didn't do business with him. We'd look stupid. Come on. Let's find something else to do.
Sir. On your feet, soldiers.
Lieutenant Jorgan? What are you doing here?
I'm getting you out of here.
Thought we'd have been out of here weeks ago. Who's this?
I'm the commander of Havoc Squad.
Havoc Squad? It's an honor, sir.
Okay, enough boot kissing. I want answers, Torv. For starters, how'd you get yourselves captured?
It's all there in our mission outline. Didn't Zane brief you?
Zane? As in Senior Agent Zane? Man's been nothing but trouble for us.
So he didn't... Oh. Then I'm afraid I can't say anything more. SIS orders.
We just saved your life. Now start talking.
But we... Okay, look, we let ourselves get caught. Part of some top-secret SIS op. They implanted tracking devices in us. Plan was to follow us through Imperial space, find out where the imps ship their POWs, and then come rescue us.
Pretty gutsy to volunteer for a mission like that.
Would have done the Republic a lot of good, if it had worked. Nobody anticipated the imps would split us up, send us to labor details. Surprised the SIS didn't spring us then.
Typical SIS. Should have known better than to trust those spooks.
Too good an opportunity. You know how many troops we have in those camps.
What if the Imperials had executed you?
He had good intentions, Jorgan.
Yeah, and it landed him in an Imperial labor camp with no ticket home. But you're right. We'll have it out with the SIS later. For now, just sit tight. I'll call for an evac, get you boys home. No, they're off. The SIS better have a good reason for leaving those men behind.
Zane is involved. Maybe he wants to enlighten us.
I'm sure he'll have something to say about this rescue op of ours. Anyway, we've done all we can for now. I'll see about getting the rest of those coordinates decrypted.
Hey there. Glad you could make it. Sit down, take a load off. I hear you've been a busy man lately.
What have you been up to lately?
Oh, same old, same old. Spent forever chasing down a hitman from Imperial Intelligence, but we finally nailed him. Quite a stunt you pulled on Quesh. I've got a pal in the Safecrackers who says you took on half the Empire single-handed. Oh, she wanted to know everything about you, of course. I did my best to make you sound boring and ugly. Enough competition out there as it is.
Worried some other girl might catch my eye?
I don't care who catches your eye, as long as that babe you met back at Coruscant is the one you don't forget. So get over here already.
I do enjoy these little get-togethers.
Of course you do. Had enough fun for one day, huh? I guess it is getting late. I'm glad you came by. Don't be a stranger.
I could probably stick around a little longer.
No. You think I want Garza to put a bounty on my head? I'm not holding you up any more than I already have. See you around. I'm pretty sure you have places to be, Lieutenant.